Life happens. Cracked screen, flat tire, a surprise expense. We'll show you 5 more easy tips that you can do that are practical and actually doable. All right, so we're back here again. Kourtney, 5 tips for your 20s, or 5 more tips for your 20s. What do you got?
All right, first, part 2. Please, 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 if you have not yet, start an emergency fund. Y'all, life happens. Have you ever gotten a flat tire? Have you ever cracked your phone screen? Maybe a medical bill came in that you weren't expecting.
Yeah.
Something cost more than it was supposed to when they told you initially. Whatever it may be, there are so many ways that life comes at you and life comes at you fast. So you want to be prepared. So then you have the peace of mind that you don't have to worry about it later. We recommend starting with at least $1,000 in your emergency fund. Set it aside. Now, pizza, not an emergency. The really cute shirt that's on sale, not an emergency. All right, emergency fund down. Nelson, what's next?
That's a great tip. All right, tip number 2, pay yourself first. I can't stress that enough. Before you pay the subscription, before you go ahead and pay the rent, you pay your car, pay yourself. I said it before and I say it again, your 60-year-old you will thank you.
For anyone that might not know, because I know I didn't when I first started working in this industry, What does paying yourself first mean?
That's fair. Paying yourself means putting money away for you, for your future, whether it's in investing for like a 401k, whether it is like you elaborated, the emergency fund. It is putting that money aside that you will need later. We just don't think about it when we're in our 20s. You just don't think about the future. We feel like we are indestructible and we're gonna go ahead and get it. No, it's not it. You have to pay yourself first. Give yourself that cushion, and that is gonna go ahead and ensure in the long run you actually have something for you. Investing in your future. Think about that time where you won't have income coming in, and that's when you're gonna regret it most, when you're not paying yourself, when there is no more income coming in. So I can't stress that enough. It is very important. Pay yourself first. Okay, so we got tip 1. We're gonna go ahead and emergency fund. Tip 2, we're paying ourselves. What are we doing next, Kourtney?
All right, next, once you got that emergency fund set, you're already setting aside stuff for your future. You are going to prioritize paying off all debts that you have. Quick side note, if you have a mortgage, congratulations, you're a homeowner. That's awesome. We're not gonna count that right now. That's on a different step. We're talking about car payments, credit cards, student loans, personal loans, anything to that nature. Pay off that debt first. Prioritize it, make it the top of your list. Everything extra after your budget, paying yourself first for your savings and your emergency fund, every last penny extra should go to paying off your debt.
That is great, and that actually aligns with tip 4, which is take those student loans more seriously. I have friends and family members that really wish they would have taken their student debt a lot more seriously, because now they were still have it. They were just making minimal payments. And the thought behind that is like, oh, everybody has student debt, so I'll just make the minimum payment. I'll just be like everybody. But there are so many options, because you don't want to drag that along, whether it's refinancing that rate, if that's an option, whether it's making more than just the minimal payment, putting a little bit more on top of that, or just taking it more seriously, because being debt-free is a weight. Just lift it off. And do you really want to be 20, 30 years still worrying about the student loans? I hear it all the time. Oh, I would have got that car. I would have gotten this. But the student loans, no. We're in our 20s right now. Attack it, take care of it, find every resource that you can, and just go for it.
And on that note, regarding your student loans, knowledge is power. When was the last time you looked at your student loan statement? Do you know how much each of the separate loans is? Do you know how much interest they're accruing? Have you paid attention to the details of it? Because I know for a long time, I didn't.
Yeah.
It was, well, I got those when I went to college. They're there's a balance. I'm gonna have to pay them at some point. You probably have different loans with different balances. We have great tips and great resources on what we call the debt snowball to help you get those organized and pay them off in a way that's going to make sense for you and your future.
All right, and we made it here. Tip number 5. And I want to stress, we're not trying to say go out and buy everything and go crazy. No, that's not it. But it's very important, if you are going to purchase, quality over poor quantity. Because if you're gonna go ahead and buy something, let's say a pair of pants, buy a good pair of pants, because you want something like that to last, and in the long run you will spend less because you bought quality. And that could just go for anything. Tires for your car, rather than just getting used tires all the time, just invest in some new tires. And tip, most of that stuff comes with warranty anyway. So when you buy new, you're buying quality. You might even get some warranty, and you're reducing maintenance costs. And that could just go throughout, again, car, clothes, electronic appliances, those type of things.
And when it comes to quality over quantity, that's a good time to assess whether something is a need or a want. Because you might be willing to spend $20 or $30 on the cheap version of something, where the quality version of it might be, $60 or $70. If you're not willing to spend the $60 or $70 on it, it might be something that you don't actually need. You just want it. So weigh that out in the reality of, is this something I need, or am I buying something cheap as a want that's not necessary and that's not helping me reach my goals? That's not moving me forward. I feel like I also want to address, in quality over quantity, quality does not necessarily mean designer. Quality doesn't necessarily mean brand name. It doesn't mean the most expensive one out there. Do your research, read the reviews of things, find out about its function and what it actually does differently, about its staying power, how long it'll last before it breaks, not just the most expensive version out there.
That's amazing. I am big on reviews, and doing your research on the product is a big tip.
It saved me more than once. That's for sure.
You guys asked for it. That was our money tips for your 20s. Thanks, guys.
We really appreciate you hanging out with us, and we want to hear more from you. What was your favorite tip? Also, you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe.